Okay, hey everyone, and thanks for taking the time to click on this piece of shit I call a prediction video. So a few days ago I made a Q&A video answering personal things, Walking Dead things, Game of Thrones things, but I managed to leave out this major question I too have been asking myself for a good part of 6 months now. Who did Negan kill? And this is a question that's been pissing everyone off and pissing me off because we just don't know, and it's a cliffhanger that I feel like it's a cliffhanger that shouldn't have been a cliffhanger because they could have easily finished that scene off in that episode. It was the longest episode they've ever done, but they cut it out. But as they said before, they think this is the best approach to illustrate this story, so I don't have any complaints until I see the finished product. In this video I'm going to be going through all of the characters and saying my thoughts on who I believe will be killed by Negan. And in this video I'm going to be running through the comic spoilers, the TV spoilers, past events, and maybe even running through a couple leaked photos I did get a glimpse of a couple days back. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I spend a lot of time on these videos. I mean, each video I make takes at least 3 hours to edit. That includes recording, rendering, editing, cutting down, uploading again. All of these things, it's a piece of shit really. Anyway, let's go. So for me, killing off Rick would be monumentally disastrous for the TV show. He is the main character, and it makes no sense in terms of continuity with Negan and what he specified at the ending of the last scene. He stated, if anyone talks, cut the boy's eye out and feed it to his father. So that links both of them into the scene, and cutting his eye out and feeding it to his father makes no sense plot-wise. And Rick is currently the leader of Alexandria, and Negan would not kill him off. Based on the amount of saviors Rick has already killed off, I'd say Negan already understands how much of a force Rick is. And the purpose of Negan killing someone is a lesson for Rick to learn. And the main lesson Negan wants Rick to learn is not to fuck with him. Rick has spent the entire second half of season 6 completely screwing over Negan, killing his men, taking his bases. Killing him in that one moment makes no sense whatsoever. Negan can tell Rick is a great leader. Negan wants someone like Rick on his side because Rick is a motivator, and motivators will get people to work more, and in this sense they'll work towards more supplies for the saviors, and Negan will be rolling in the food and supplies and whatever the hell he wants, which is everything. Carl is a different matter. He lost his eye and we still don't know how it's really affected him, apart from that one time where he snapped at Enid. We haven't seen a proper change in Carl yet, and I think they'll explore that in season 7. As for long-term plot-wise, Rick has spent the past 6 seasons fighting to keep his family alive. Killing Carl off in that one moment would kind of completely make the last few seasons pointless. I think a good thing for the season is that Rick's always got this one thing to fight for, and that is Carl. The group is another thing, but they don't come close to Carl. But Negan doesn't want that from Rick. He wants him to work on Negan's side, to be not completely broken, but broken to the point where he has to do what Negan says. And he wants Rick to feel like, one of my zombie fighting crew is going to be killed right in front of me and I can't do anything to stop it. So that's what Negan wants Rick to feel, and that's going to, in Negan's mind, scare Rick to the point where he's got to do whatever Negan says to prevent more torture going to his crew. But as we know from the comics, it obviously diverges a little bit different, also known as all-out fucking war. This moment isn't just to break Rick, it's a moment for having a reason to fight for independence. It's almost like the zombie Independence Day. Rick is not going to be working for anyone. He is the ideal leader candidate. My conclusion is that Rick and Carl will stay alive because they are the driving force of the show, and although the series has become more of an ensemble, they are the main characters. Beforehand, I thought Aaron was going to be the one being killed. I thought they were going to cop out, not risk killing off Glenn or Daryl or anyone else we love, just because they'd fear to lose a fan base. But they'd lose more of a fan base just by their copping out. But now, because we know Aaron's safe, it can't be him. Aaron, he's completely safe. Release photos leaked of filming set. He is with Tara Rick. He should be completely fine. I don't see why he shouldn't be, unless the creators are trying to put like a twist for the viewers and the Spoiling Dead fans, and just asking Ross Marquand to join the set just to make them think he's still on the set. People have been worried about Michonne because she's now a love interest to Rick, and his current relationships with past people. And his current relationships with past members of the crew have led to death. But I think one thing that makes her stand above the other two, she is an icon of the comic series. She has a katana, she is a survivor. Also, killing her off would not drive the plot forward in the way the comic book does. Also, based on the comic books, she has quite a few subplots which goes on. I don't know if other members of the crew may take on those roles. They do a lot of switching around, most prominently Denise from season 6, where she got shot in the eye with the arrow. I would suggest Michonne takes on the future role of Andrea from the comic books, where she gives Rick the advice and the moral compass he needs to make decisions such as Okay, I'm not going to say anything actually. But anyway, I think her role is still quite prominent, and she's always there for the badass scenes, killing zombies. So I don't think AMC will kill her off anytime soon. Rosita is a character I don't care about. I hate saying that because she is a very good actress. I think the writers deal with her character well in the sense that she's very closed, she's very to the point, she wants to get the jobs done, she wants to kill the zombies, she wants to get to their destination, but while doing that she closes her personal feelings and she closes off what she's gone through. I think that fits into her character, but it doesn't help me trying to relate to her and like her. As for her being killed by Negan, that wouldn't make much of an impact, and at the end of the day, we're going to be waiting 8 months to find out who Negan's killed, and to find out Rosita's been the one all along. It's going to be hellstorm from fans. I'm going to be pissed off. Okay, Eugene. He is the comic relief of the group, I think. He's the character that everyone can relate to. If I was in a zombie apocalypse, I'd be the Eugene, trying to be tough when really I'm a coward. I'm not good with a gun. And I think that's what the show needs, because at this point every character has toughened up in some extent, and Eugene's only at the beginning stages of that. So it's a character you can relate to. Season 6 just finished with him becoming a man. He got the seal of approval from Abraham. And I don't think they should kill him off now, because we want to find out how badass he gets. See more dick he can bite off, whatever. And also he's barely even done the stages of making the bullets. There's all this subplot, which I'm looking forward to explore during any future battles with Negan. Glenn is a character I'm probably going to say no for, because the reason most fans think he's going to be the one killed is because of the comics. So I have read Compendium number 3, and when I found out he's the one who gets killed, I don't even know. I kind of just had to stand there for a minute, not knowing what to do. And while that is extremely impactful, I don't believe the writers will do that, because based on the huge amount of foreshadowing beforehand with like Glenn holding the bat and all of those fake out deaths, so him under the dumpster, Glenn about to be swarmed by zombies only to have him rescued by Abraham, I think it gets to the point where it doesn't feel realistic in a zombie apocalypse. There's always that argument where you're in a zombie apocalypse, how can that be believable? But for me, it's meant to be the writer's attempt to show what humans would do and adapt to in the environment of surviving from zombies. And with these fake outs, it's very hard to believe that these people are living an actual apocalypse. It's more like one of those things where you come to a house party and these zombies invade, but then when they get to you, they're just sort of, doing that because it's a prank. Maggie is clearly safe for me. Season 6, she only just showed her leadership role. I can tell she's going to be fulfilling the role she has in the comic books, where she takes on Hilltop, her stages of becoming that leader. And it'd be very dumb of them to cut that right now. It would be a wasted subplot, I think. Daryl, 100% no, he's the cash cow of the show. Another reason is because while it would be extremely impactful and a major turning point for the show, they just wouldn't have the balls to do it. AMC have no balls. Eugene bit them off. My problem with AMC is they care more about profit, and Daryl is their profit right now. Daryl is the action figures, he is the video game they released, which was poorly received. From season 1 to season 3 he had great banter, he was kind of racist, he was kind of quirky, he was the outcast. Everyone could relate to him. I think recently he's become more of what he used to be with the good banter, and he's kind of more funny now. I liked the scenes with him and Denise doing the when she was trying to describe something to him. Sasha. Now, I feel like Sasha is a character the show wants me to like, but I don't feel like I do like her. There are some scenes where I like her, and there are other scenes that I don't. I don't quite know why, because she has all those aspects for me to like her. Like, she's gone through this horrible, traumatic experience with the death of Bob and her brother, but I don't know, I'm just not feeling anything for her. Whether or not she got killed by Negan, I don't think so. I think she's gone, as I said, with season 5, she went through all of that horrible stuff. Season 6, she's gotten happier, she doesn't want to die anymore, and she's only just recently done that relationship with Abraham. They can't kill her off just as she becomes happy and develops a different type of persona. So finally we have Abraham, and I am so sure he's the one who's going to be killed off by Negan. He's, in Negan's eyes, seeing them all lined up, he is the bodyguard, he's the tough one, so he's going to eliminate whoever's almost the most significant while being very insignificant. So he's very significant in terms of killing zombies and fighting in the front line, but as a rank with words or power, not very important. He's more of just the muscle and the brawn, and then just killing him off will be a major step back for their defences. There's also the fact that his subplots have been closed before that final scene. So he had the whole thing of flirting with Sasha, so he made a relationship with her. He rekindled his relationship with Rosita and Eugene. Rosita and him exchanged a look after Denise was killed. They were like, okay, put our issues behind us and let's just focus on staying alive and work together. Eugene, he basically gave him a talk and saying how he's changed and become a brave person he's always wanted to be. So that's almost closed as well. Abraham forgives him now for the lying, and unless they create more subplots for him in season 7, I don't see why he's not the person to be killed off. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed my very lengthy talk. If you have any opposing or agreeing thoughts with me, just leave them in the comments below, let me know what you think. I always find fan responses very, very interesting. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!